world, that's what it's like. Imagine if the woman you're supposed to love for the rest of your life is set to marry someone else at the end of the night. They say you fight the greatest jihad in your heart and your mind, and fight the hardest when you start from behind. So I dream the impossible all the time. Fuck a Masonic design, America's future is mine. Repeat that to yourself, cause if culture's a crime, them numbers tatted on your arm aren't too far behind. They can only conquer you after they murder your mind. So rise up, motherfucker, like the sign of the times. I feel my body weakening, but my spirit is fine. Ready to go to war with devils at the drop of a dime, and fight with my rebel army until the stars are aligned.
Welcome everyone to the Out of the Dark series, where I find a cool idea or I bring you a collection of ideas and hopefully we can make some sense of them. If not, it is what it is. It's still fun to go down the rabbit hole anyway. So, today I want to talk about how the tables seem to be turning. There seems to be a shift going on in society, in all societies, and I don't know what it means. I don't know what's happening, but I really want to know what you guys think. Tell me what you think in the comment section below after the video. Where's society going? What's the future hold? What the fuck is really going on here? So follow me along here as I rattle off some statistics and try and make some connections. Fox and MSNBC lost 50% of their viewership in 1 year, and it was this year they lost 50%. If you guys don't know, Fox and MSNBC are very biased news organizations. One's hardcore Republican, one's hardcore Democrat. They don't even really tell you the news. It's really just like, this is the Republican stance on this, and this is the Democratic stance on this. And that's kind of what it is. That's really all it is. So 50% of these people just kind of dropped off the map. They said, fuck this, I'm not watching anymore. And at first I was really excited. I said, wow, that means that maybe people are starting to, you know, kind of collect information on their own. Maybe they're starting to learn on their own instead of just being told what to think. And that was a really interesting idea to me. But then another question came in my head, and I said, where are these viewers going? Because views on YouTube, at least in the gaming scene, are also down. And I'm not trying to make a connection between gaming and politics, but regardless, it's a lot of fucking people. It's a lot of fucking people that left MSNBC and Fox, and it's a lot of people that really don't watch as much gaming anymore. And if you look at these big accounts like Jericho, Syndicate, Gold Glove, you know, Woody's Gamertag, you know, the views are just down. And maybe, you know, that's a whole new can of worms. Maybe, you know, because of the fact that they're streaming and then they upload those clips to YouTube, the content's just not as good as it used to be anymore, so people are just tuning out. Or maybe the same people that used to watch these gaming videos are growing up, right? You know, these 14-year-olds are now 16, 17 years old, 18 years old, and they want to maybe empower themselves a little more, open their minds up to new possibilities and new ideas rather than just watching some bullshit on TV or, you know, watching mind-numbing, boring Minecraft videos. I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not trying to go off at gamers because, let's be real, you're watching Titanfall right now. But you see what I'm trying to say? That there's potentially a connection going on here. Where is everyone going? Well, podcasts are on the rise, right? I mean, some of the best podcasts, you know, the biggest podcasts, you know, you can get over 500,000 plus downloads on an episode. That's unheard of. Podcasts are like the new porn. It's ridiculous. It's crazy to see, and people maybe are starting to watch these podcasts or listen to them and say, maybe, you know, I agree with this guy here and disagree with him here, and I'm going to take this opinion, which I think is really cool, and I'm going to incorporate that into my own belief system. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just all full of shit. Maybe these connections mean nothing, but regardless, it's interesting to think about. And I definitely think there's something going on, because if you look at the revolution that's happening in Kiev, if you look at the revolution that's happening in Venezuela, for those of you who don't know, we have two revolutions going on at the exact same time right now. I don't hear anyone really talking about it. Both of these societies want democracy and freedom, and you can watch a live stream of the riots going on in Ukraine right now, and you can also watch, you know, the YouTube videos of what's going on in Venezuela, despite the fact that the government is trying to have a media blackout. It's like, go fuck yourself, man. You're trying to suppress your own people. Like, you know, you need to get a reality check. But I'm not even going to get into it. It's just interesting to see that there are these revolutions popping up. This is the third revolution, really. You had Egypt, Venezuela, now Kiev. So what's going on? And what is causing all of this? Well, you know, because of the fact that I'm a child of the internet, I, of course, have to say it's the internet, because the internet it seems to be amplifying everything. And it seems to be creating a lot of change in the world. The revolution in Egypt started off of Facebook. And I'm not saying the internet is responsible, but it was the snowflake that caused the avalanche. And I'm not saying the internet is bad or good either. I'm simply saying it amplifies everything. It makes everything crazier. And if you don't agree with me, then think of it like this. Has there ever been a point in time in human history where you could share information? I mean, this video will get, what, a few hundred, you know, views or listens or whatever, and that's a very quick way to share information. You know, you post something like this on Twitter, you post something like this on Facebook, all of a sudden, 100 more people listen to it. And you can share information, and a video can go viral so quickly and so efficiently, you can have a change in what people think almost immediately. And you've never seen that before. That's never happened in society before. And on top of that, this may be wrong, I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like there's like 1 billion more people on the internet. I read that statistic a long time ago. There's like 1 billion more people over the past few years. You know, the kids kind of grown up, now they have computers, and they're starting to get online. Okay, well, if these 1 billion more people are online, where are they going? That's my question. Where are all these people going? Are they on Reddit? Are they watching documentaries? What's going on? Well, Vice, for those of you who don't know, is this really interesting news organization. They have all these crazy documentaries on YouTube, and those get tons of views. I mean, if you haven't seen them, it's some of the most interesting stuff I've ever watched. It's not like Fox or MSNBC. You know, when you watch a regular news organization, you know, that's like, okay, well, you know, this is the Democratic viewpoint on abortion, gay marriage, blah, 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 blah. You know, we don't like the war, or we love the war. Whatever, man. They give you their opinion. But what Vice does is they actually go into the war zones. They go to where the action is happening. They go and they show you, like, to your face what's going on, and they don't give you their opinion. And it's so powerful when you see them in the front lines of Egypt, you know, watching people throw Molotov cocktails at the palace where, like, the president is pretty much. And, you know, they're interviewing, like, the terrorists, supposedly, who are really just people that are fighting for a revolution. You know, they'll also go to Russia and they'll watch people inject this new drug called crocodile into their veins, and it's like meth times 1,000. Just wild stuff that you would never imagine a human being would do. These guys put their lives on the line. And by the way, I just told you 2 of the tamest stories. These documentaries are intense. Very, very intense. And I'm going to be doing videos on them as well. I've watched them all like twice. So it's very crazy. But I digress a little bit. Where are the views going? Well, these alternative news stations like Russia Today, and then you have Vice, and then you have podcasts, and all this stuff is picking up in views. People are watching more of this stuff. And people seem to be tuning out of just stupid bullshit. You know, you don't see as many people watching Call of Duty videos. You don't see as many people watching, you know, Fox and MSNBC. So what's going on? And what is this going to lead to? More importantly, is this going to lead to a crazy worldwide revolution? Is this going to lead to nothing? Is just people becoming more informed? I mean, more people than ever before are going to college. All of this crazy stuff, and I don't know what to make of any of it. Now, I don't know if I can even make any of these connections realistically. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think, because I don't know what to think. But it seems to me, right, it seems to me that there's a change going on. There's a change in consciousness. People are getting smarter and smarter and smarter. I mean, we've never had a population of people, right? There's 7 billion of us. I think the literacy rate for the whole entire world is about 80%. It's never been that high before. It's never been that high before. And it's just people are so intelligent, and more intelligent than they've ever been before. You can think that all of your friends around you are dumb, and you can think that, you know, people are, you know, all dumber than you, and you're the smartest one, whatever. Regardless, most people are starting to become very, very intelligent. So it's just interesting to see this whole dynamic play out in front of us. I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. You know, it's just getting really, really crazy. Everything from the revolutions that are happening in various countries to the government that is now going after. I think Glenn Greenwald released a statement, and he said that, you know, the British government is going after internet activism and internet hacktivism, like Anonymous and people like that. So it's it's crazy to see, you know, the NSA spying on everyone, and then, you know, we're sending drones to other countries and we're killing innocent people. It's just everything is going fucking crazy. And who knows what's going to happen. I think the presidential elections in 2016 are going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to be very watchful. I'm going to be seeing what happens and what the trend is going to be, because people are not happy, at least in the United States. If you're watching from another country, it doesn't seem like people are very happy with how things are being ran right now. And there's so many problems in this country, and there's so many problems, it seems like it's all across the world. People are getting very frustrated with the power structure. And it doesn't seem to be like, oh, well, you know, the United States, they're just, you know, being, you know, bitches, and they just need to man up. No, this is across the world. This seems to be happening. Maybe not. Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. But I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say, because this is really important, and the future is kind of dictated by us. And we should have a good sense of where everything's going, because, you know, the society is supposed to run the future, not the government. I don't know, man. So, again, let me know in the comment section below, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, whatever you want. It's all good. I hope everything's getting better. I hope that, you know, there's a change in consciousness going on. And I hope that all of these connections I just made make sense. Because they may not. And, you know, I'm being an optimist right now when I say that things are getting better. Maybe things are getting worse. Maybe these revolutions are the sign of a very violent time in human history that's about to come before us. So, I don't know. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazier. Just be thankful. This is the wildest time in human history. And we're here. We got front row tickets. So, enjoy it while it lasts, because this isn't a forever thing. Take it easy, guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.
The Vatican will offer an apology for what? For destroying the people's liberation theology, snatching the spirit of Jesus from people in poverty. Business decisions like keeping people in prison, but it had the opposite effect, incarcerating religion. That type of crooked politics imposed on the populace is obvious. If you read the Northwood documents, forget the compliments for what I recorded, and live for revolution instead of always dying for it.